Hello everyone, my ex is back and I'm probably in trouble. I know, are you all as shocked as I was? I'm still at a point where I don't know how to feel. You know, this is the ex that I made a crying video over, you know? Where I cried my heart out to you guys, telling you I was heartbroken and confused and whatever else. And a lot of you in the comments, which I mean, I understood where you guys were coming from, but you know, I had my own set of beliefs in that, you know, I wanted to believe the things that he was telling me about not being ready for, or not being in the right place for a relationship, whatever else. And like I said, I totally understand where you guys were coming from in saying that, like, Cassie, no, that is just an excuse. He just wasn't into you and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I was struggling enough with trying to not feel like a monster. I mean, that's my whole life, you know, and just struggling with body image and all of that stuff. And so when you guys were saying that stuff, it was just kind of like, oh, okay, yep, monster confirmed. Now, I know you guys didn't mean that, like, just because he wasn't into me, no one could be into me. I know that's not what you guys meant, but, like, for me, that's just the way my brain processes things. And so that's kind of what I let things turn into. And I don't know that I ever updated you guys on this, probably because I was embarrassed and whatever else, but so, you know, he had broken up with me. I forget if it was, yeah, by the way, this couldn't have come at a worse time, this recurring cyst of mine. I'm really hoping I can cover it up here today, but I'm just glad we're on like day 3, I think, of it having come to the surface, or not even to the surface, because I can't pop the darn thing. It just makes my lips swell, but at least I can smile, and this lip isn't hanging over all of my teeth like it has been the past couple of days. And I can actually feel my lip, so I can tell what my lip is doing, which is a great feeling. But yeah, so he had broken up with me, I think in like, maybe it was, it was probably near the beginning of September, because it was close to my dad's birthday. Because I remember I saw my dad for his birthday, and I had to be like, sorry, I'm all sad. Got dumped the other day. Happy birthday! And so yeah, then, you know, I obviously didn't contact him because he broke up with me. I didn't want to bother him. Not to mention, you know, even though he said he wanted to be friends, which is like, you know, to me, I never believe people when they say that. And I think I had a train of thought here. Where was I going with all of this? Oh, so I couldn't be his friend. And I said that in the crying video, you know, like I was so heartbroken. And not to mention I don't know, when we did hang out as friends, I didn't like it. It didn't feel right. And so, you know, I just ended it. Well, he ended it first, but you know, in my head, it felt good to say, no, I'm the one in power here. I ended things. But blah, 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 all this to say, so of that year, so this was 2018, I had finished my Pokemon cross-stitch, my huge Pokemon cross-stitch, which I showed you guys on Instagram, and, you know, I've talked about it on my channel a few times. And this guy knew that I was working on that, and that I was getting close to finishing when we were going out. And so I was like, you know what? F it. I just want to see, you know? I just want to test the waters to see if he really did ever want friendship. I'm sure in the back of my mind I was like, oh my gosh, maybe he'll see me and realize how much he's missed me and blah, blah, blah. But so I sent him a text just saying, hey, guess what? And I was super shocked that he messaged me back fairly quickly. And, you know, I showed him the cross stitch, tried striking up a conversation, and it ended pretty quickly because he was not nice to me. And I mean, it worked because, you know, now I found out he was doing that because he wanted to push me away because he really wasn't ready for a relationship and didn't want to open up emotionally with anyone at the time. So, good job. You pushed me away. You did. Which made it a lot easier to be like, all right, this guy's an absolute asshole. Good riddance. Let's get over him. Let's get back into the dating world and forget about him. So, that's what I've been doing. You know, you guys have been seeing my dating videos and all that. And for the most part, the dating world has been awful and I hate it. So I was pretty convinced the other week that I was just gonna take a break for a while, especially with the holidays coming up. That can make things a little messy, and I just, you know, whatever, I'm gonna keep working on myself. And then, all of a sudden, I get a message. And lo and behold, it was this guy. And I was like, what in the actual like, so confused. But, you know, he apologized, said he knows that he was awful to me and a jerk and all that, and that it's been weighing on him, on his conscience. He doesn't feel good about it. He doesn't expect any kind of a response from me, but he just wanted to at least try apologizing and see if I would accept his apology. But like said, no response is required or anticipated because that was 2 years ago, and like said, I was awful to you. Well, you know, I don't know, you guys. I've always been of the mindset and whatnot where I don't care how awful someone is to me the first time. You know, if this is a repeat behavior, But like, I think we're all human, and I know I've made mistakes in relationships, be it, you know, romantically or friendship or familial, whatever. We all make mistakes. We are all awful to each other on some level at some point in our lives. And I know I would be crushed if the people that I've been awful to, you know, one time, if they didn't give me a second chance. And so, you know, I was like, you know what? I would want a second chance. Let's give him a second chance. Like, we'll see. Who knows? Maybe that's all he wanted, was to clear his conscience, you know? For all I knew, he was still a jerk and just wanted to, like I said, make himself feel better. I didn't know. Well, a long time goes by, and we've been talking all day, you know, through messages and all of that, and I'm so overwhelmed and confused, and like, it was just so out of left field, I guess. And since then, because I've told him this, and you know, I think we're on the same page, but I told him, like, you know, whether you're going for a friendship here, whether you're going for a relationship here, I don't know, but either way, you have to be the one to pursue the absolute ever-living out of me. I know, I'm cursing way more than I usually do, but like, that's the amount of confusion I'm in over this whole situation. And so I told him, you know, I need you to pursue me. Like, you made me feel awful when I tried pursuing you again after you broke up with me. And so that's like ingrained into my brain that like, no, I can't even text him or try to hang out with him because I'm just gonna get shot down and push him away and whatever else. So that's my brain. So if you really want me back in your life, you gotta put in the effort, because I'm not going to. I mean, I'll put in the effort reciprocally. The reciprocity will be there. That's a word, isn't it? But you gotta start it. Does that make sense? And I think that's fair, right? Like, he's the one that cut me out of his life, not the other way around, even though, like I said, I think I wanted to believe that I was the one that did that and I had the power. I've got the power. I didn't, but you know, I got over things, and it's been really nice talking to him again. Like, and it's really messing with my head, like, because I'm trying so, like, I have no idea if he ever even saw that video that I had made, or if he even remembers my YouTube channel, because he did know about it. And so if he's watching this, hi! Just so you know, I never put out anything about you onto the internet. No name, no nothing. I think the only details were that you were a couple years younger than me and I really liked you. Oh, and you were a jerk when you broke up with me. Sorry, but I mean, you were. And I mean, from what I can tell, he has been putting in the work. Like I said, he's been messaging me every day and not just like a hey or a what's up. You know, like, we've been having actual conversations, and like, from what I can tell, you know, and especially being able to look back on things with clearer eyes on, I can tell that he's being a lot more like forthcoming and honest and whatever else. And I know people always say like, oh, don't take your ex back, like they don't deserve you and this, that, the other. And it's like, I get it, but like, my heart doesn't. My brain gets it, my heart doesn't. Because my heart is saying, oh my gosh, this is exciting. Like, you've been trying to date how many other guys since this breakup? And like, none of them have felt even close to the same amount of connection. You know? And so to have him come back, I'm like, I haven't been able to let myself be happy yet about this because I'm so scared that the second I feel any kind of happiness, he's just gonna be like, okay, never mind, bye, I'm leaving again. But at the same time, it's like, I want to be happy and excited, but then at the same time, you know, it's been 2 years, over 2 years. I mean, it's been like, what, 2 years and a month or two? But it's been over 2 years. And so who knows, maybe he's a completely different person and not in a good way. I don't know. I mean, through text, it doesn't seem that way. It seems the opposite. I think he seems like a better person. I think I'm a better person in that I'm at least a little more confident in myself and like knowing of my worth, and I'm not going to put up with any kind of BS or anything. And so I guess we'll see if we click again in real life, but I'm so confused. I'm so confused on all of the levels, and all that to say, he's coming over today, so we'll see. I mean, we both have talked about, like, you know, this is very new and surprising. Like, when he had messaged me, he was not expecting a response at all, so like, even though, yes, he is looking to get back into the dating swing of things, I was never even an option because he thought for sure I hated him. And so at the prospect of me maybe not hating him and maybe wanting to give him a second chance, you know, he doesn't want to make any false promises, which I think is good, you know, that he wouldn't just want to leap back in completely. Like, that shows growth, right? I think so. But then it's like, we've talked about going slow and just like seeing where it goes and talking about maybe trying us again once we've had more time to process. But then, like, you know, we have some certain conversations and he'll say things like, you know, the way things are going. And so that makes me think that the way things are going are that we're going to get into a relationship again, but I just don't know. And like said, I'm not allowing myself to feel happy, and so I just don't know. And I know you guys are like, Cassie, you are the queen of overthinking. Yes. Welcome to my channel. Are you new here? It's what I do best. I overthink things. And sometimes to my detriment, I guess. You know, I'm trying my hardest, like really, really hard, to just take this as it is, see where things go, and if nothing happens, then nothing happens. I'm just so scared to open myself up to heartbreak again, especially when it came so out of nowhere. Ugh. And I really do. I think I'm just so stuck on the fact that before, when he and I were seeing each other, when I did try to like have him open up to me and, you know, progress things further, that's when he shut down and pushed me away. And so I'm so scared to even, like, when I see him or when we say goodbye tonight, do I hug him? Like, that's the amount of nervous that I am. To not even know whether I can hug someone or not, like, it's madness. It's absolute madness. At least to me. Like, when I know somebody, I'm a hugger. I want to hug them. So sue me. But I don't know. I think I'm also just at a point where I'm like, you know what? Life is too effing short. Why not just see where this might go? Why not? Why not? Just because my heart might get broken again? Yeah, it'll suck, but I'll get over it. There's some people in life that I don't know what it is, but you do. You just feel such a connection to them, even if it is just with friendship. You can't explain it, and this isn't the case with he and I. Like, we actually do have a lot in common and everything, but like, even some people you meet, you have nothing in common, and like, you don't understand why you're attracted to them as a person, but you just are, and there's just like that magnetic pull. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh, if he's watching this right now, do you think I'm a crazy person? Is that how this is gonna be? Probably. And now I've scared you away again. But like, I do. I mean, I told him I'm very attracted to him, and I always have been, but like, I don't know. There's just some people where you just can't get rid of them. And it sucks. Because you want to get rid of them. Like, get out of my brain. You do not deserve any space here. You were awful to me. But yet, now you pop back up, and I can't help but be a little excited about it. But like I said, I'm trying not to be too excited about it. But we'll see. I think the biggest, scariest part for me, which now that I'm thinking about it is hilarious, but I think the hardest part for me would be if I let him back into my life here, and then we meet today and whenever else, and he decides that, okay, yeah, he still is wanting to date again, just not me. That would hurt. Like, that would be soul crushing. But it could happen. It's not like it might not happen. It might happen. And it's allowed to happen, you know? He's allowed to feel however it is that he feels. And my memory card filled up. So that is that. I just went ahead and finished up my makeup because, you know, sometimes we just need to be able to sit in silence with our thoughts, right? So here it is. I think I look fine. You know, I look like myself. Well, an improved version of myself. Yeah, still kind of natural, but like a little bit of effort, a little bit of glitter never hurt anybody. And yeah, I did have on some lip gloss, but I need to go brush my teeth actually, so I took it off. And then I thought about it and I was like, do I really want to be worried about lip gloss? So I'll probably just put on some lip balm afterward. But here's the look. I'll see you guys, I guess, probably when I go to pick out some clothes. All right, teeth have been brushed. Let's pick out some clothes. What'll it be today? I'm thinking this shirt. Comfy, cute, breathability in front and back. Alrighty, who is she? Just a little bit, right? Tasteful cleavage. I did a double necklace because I think it's cute. We'll get a little zoom in on that action for you. Yeah. I think this top is cute and comfy, which is the look I'm going for, right? I want to look cute and comfy. Ta-da. All right. I know I usually meet y'all in the bathroom to take off my makeup, but here we are. I'm really happy. Like, still cautiously happy, but I think I'm gonna allow myself to trust in this process and allow myself to feel this happiness. It feels real. The right things are being said. He seems sincere, and I think I'm going to take that just as it is, you know? I'm gonna try, and if things go south, then what's the worst thing? Like, oh, shame on me for trying. You know, I don't think there's any shame in that. So I was so nervous the whole time, but it was really good. You know, there are just those people that, like, you feel, you know, it's obviously been a long time, but it also, like, then you see each other and you're like, oh, it just feels like yesterday. I'm just happy, and I hope I can continue to be happy. I hope that this ends up being a thing. I think it is. It feels like it. I have no words. I was not I was not even planning on, like, the furthest I think I thought I was gonna go was like maybe a little cuddle and a kiss goodbye. But beyond that, no. I couldn't help myself. I just couldn't help myself. So mate. He's just as good of a kisser as I remember. He's being respectful of me wanting to take things slow and understands why I would be scared. And I think that's him texting me right now. And I don't know what to say other than I'm really happy. Like, what else is there to say? Oh no. Well, it is what it is. He lent me some books, so I'm really excited. I'm gonna read one of them, and then I'm gonna go to bed, and I'm quite certain I'm going to have some very nice dreams tonight. Good things come to those who wait, right? I've waited a very long time to feel this kind of happiness. Cautious happiness. But darn it might have taken 40 years. Oh, yep. It's out. I'm 40. 30 years. It may have taken 30 years, but, oh, and he got Galileo's approval, you guys. That is huge. Like, Galileo is scared of everybody except for me, and especially men. For whatever reason, he's just really cautious around men. This guy, Galileo not only, like, came up to him, but, like, sniffed his hand, did that sort of a thing, and then gave him a leg rub. Let me tell you, you want to turn a cat mom on. Get her fur baby's approval. Ooh! Right? That has to be a sign. It's probably nothing. But, okay. I am moisturized. I am ready to go to bed. Read a little bit, and then go to bed. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Yay for a happy ending. It's been a while, right? I hope you all are well. Certainly let me know how you're doing. I hope everyone is doing as well as can be. And I think that's about it. Like the video, comment, subscribe. Do you think I'm being foolish? Taking an ex back? You're allowed to think that. You are. But I'm risking it. Darn it. I think this biscuit is worth risking it for. So, is that what we should call him? Let's call him Biscuit. I hope he likes that. Biscuit. Biscuit and I had a very good night. I've got a biscuit! Okay. Good night, guys. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever you want. I got a biscuit! Yeah!
They had no baggy pants and no sneakers. That was wild. I didn't know what to think about that. Didn't know what to think about that.